What's the best piece of advice you've received from your mom?
Treat others how you wish to be treated.
What's a good rule you've learned from your parents?
Everyone is equal and everything happens for a reason.
What advice would you give your 15-year-old self?
Go ahead and do it, because you're going to do it anyway.
Now I realize that the best moments and the best relationships and friendships come out of just you being the most yourself and the most honest.
It's beautiful.
When I was younger, when I was only 14, I was told by a drama teacher that I might do okay if I was happy to settle for the fat girl parts. Any young woman who has ever been put down by a teacher or a friend or even a parent, just don't listen to any of it, because that's what I did. I didn't listen, and I kept on going, and I overcame all of my fears, and I got over a lot of insecurity, and just keep doing it and keep believing in yourself.
My dad would say, like, you have to work really, really hard to get a little bit of luck. And I stand by those words every day. Like, I really do believe that. I feel like, you know, there's one thing about being lucky and there's one thing about being in the right place at the right time, but I never feel like those things happen unless you really work for it.
No one, absolutely no one, can close the door that God has opened for you.
If you're confident and happy and smiling, you will attract confidence, happiness, and laughter.
And if you don't feel strong every day, that's okay, and it's normal. And every day, something new can inspire you, and a small thought or idea or action can change the course of your day, your week, your month, your year. You're never alone, and you're never stuck, no matter how down you feel.
I think I'm beautiful. I think I'm funny. I think I don't have to look to other people to know those things about myself. Stop focusing on what other people think so much.
Amen.
You know, I feel like the moment I realized that I was searching for approval is when I realized that I was so unhappy with that.
Look in the mirror and give yourself a compliment. I just don't think we do that enough. Like, we spend so much time wanting to get outside recognition or, you know, social media recognition or likes or comments. Like, we have to love ourselves and give ourselves that love before we expect to get it from anyone else or, you know, feel validated because it comes from everyone else.
The hardest lesson a young person has to learn in their 20s is you are not the main character in everybody's story.
Wow.
You're the main character in your own.
No one's coming to push you. No one's coming to tell you to turn the TV off. No one's coming to tell you to get out the door and exercise. Nobody's coming to tell you to apply for that job unless you understand that you've got to parent yourself. You got to push yourself. You're not going to make your dreams come true.
Life is about making your dreams come true, but in order to make your dreams come true, don't think it's gonna come and fall from the sky to your lap. You actually gotta put in the work. You gotta be ambitious. You gotta network. You gotta become better great at what you do. You gotta be able to take criticism. Like, believe it or not, y'all be saying that I don't take criticism, but yes, I do. That's why when people be like, oh, you can't do this, you can't do that, I practice so I could become better and better.
When I was 11, I had a casting director tell me that I wasn't strong enough to carry my own show. But there was my mom next to me, stronger than ever. And she said the most important thing is to always trust in myself. If I'm doing something because I love it, I should do it because I love it, and I believe I can do it.
I don't want to be put in a box if you only have to do this because this is what people think of you. I saw a comment where someone said, you need to stay in your lane. You can have ambitions, but don't be too ambitious. And to me, that was that kind of like, shut up and dribble comment to where it really, I read it to my husband in bed and I was just like, this will even push me harder.
Life will break your heart. And life may take everything you have and everything you hope for. But there is one kind of prosperity gospel that I believe in. I believe that in the darkness, even there will be beauty and there will be love. And every now and then, it will feel like more than enough.
You know what 90% of the work is? Fucking grunt work. That's what it is. It's unglamorous. Sometimes people are like, I want to see what you do more. I'm like, you want to see what I do more? I'm sitting with a fucking messy bun in my sweatpants, sometimes not showering for 3 goddamn days because I'm hammering shit out. That's what I do. I love it. But if you're not willing to put in that kind of work, you're not going to get the outcomes on the other side.
Happiness is the key because
there's so many people that you see either in this industry or just in life in general that are going through their days and may have everything they could ever want, but they're not happy, you know? So you have to focus on what makes you happy and make decisions in your career, in your life, that make you happy. And so I've been trying to do that, and it's working, you know, and saying no to things that are negative and saying no to things that you don't want to do, you know? So I think that's my biggest piece of